Welcome back. I'm Dr. Ruckus, and today we are playing Jund Midrange in Ranked Standard. This deck is very powerful and very fun to play and takes advantage of a lot of the new cards from the latest set. Number one, the card people are most looking at is Tyvar Jubilant Baller. Jubilant Baller. He's a Jubilant Brawler. He's a baller too. A 3-mana, 3-loyalty Planeswalker. You can activate abilities of creatures you control as though those creatures have haste, including the Harvester's minus ability and the Reflection of Kiki-Jiki's copy ability. Those are the ones most noteworthy. Can plus to untap one target creature, which is interesting, especially in conjunction with the Fable, Reflection of Kiki-Jiki, but mostly can -2 to mill 3 cards and then return a creature card with mana value 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. So the best or most immediately, obviously, devastating move is to bring back Harvesters from the graveyard. Because they have haste, you can sack them immediately to pick off an opponent's creature and repeat that throughout the course of the game. So that's strong. But there are some other things you can get back from the graveyard, and I think this does encourage a toolbox deck building strategy, which I enjoy a lot. Instead of putting all the best cards in, you put one of each to account for different situations. So we have one Canker Bloom here, so you can potentially bring it back with the Tyvar to destroy target artifact, enchantment, or proliferate. And we also have one Armored Scrapgorger, which honestly is just a solid 2-drop to ramp into Sheldred or Invoke Despair faster, but could get it back from the graveyard with Tyvar to strip something from your opponent's graveyard so they can't get it back. Also have one Flamestoker in here. I think Epicure in general is better given our Harvester combo. You just have a lot more blood tokens to pick off big things, but one Flamestoker again to get it back with Tyvar. Maybe you can get a couple Oil counters down and drop off your hand to draw fresh 4 cards. So I like toolbox deck building strategies in general. All right, the next card we have to talk about is Conduit of Worlds. I kind of put this in as a meme, but this card's actually pretty good and kind of disgusting. Like, most of the time, you're going to want Sheldred on 4, especially against any kind of aggro deck, but against any control deck or even any deck you've stabilized at all, if you can get this thing down, you're just going to punish your opponent repeatedly with it. You can play lands from the graveyard, which maybe doesn't sound that exciting, but actually, because you're milling so much via Tyvar or discarding things via the Harvester, it adds up to get a bunch more mana over the course of the game. Turn this comes down, you're not really doing anything because since you've already cast a spell that turn, you then cannot cast a subsequent spell via the Conduit of Worlds effect. But then next turn you start popping off, you tap this thing and just get any permanent back from the graveyard and play it again, like your Sheldred, like your Tyvar, then minus the Tyvar, get a 2-drop. Like, it's just ridiculous and it really buries the opponent. So I put this in as a meme, but I think you can slot one Conduit of Worlds in your deck over a Sheldred or in addition to the 4th Sheldred slot and be pretty happy. Lastly, we're running the Nissa on top. I think you're probably better off just running 3 Invoke Despairs. We want to try her out. Basically, plop her down for 5 mana, comes in with 3 loyalty, and then plus and make an XX green horror. Seems okay. The one thing I would tweak with what I have here is I don't think you need all of the Tyvars. It's probably not at its best immediately on 3. There are some games where you whiff on turns 1 and 2. Maybe you go for the throat, maybe you bank buster, but you don't already have something in the graveyard. So if you -2 and whiff that, it's actually not that good. He's much better on turn 5 because that's the soonest you could potentially flip the Fable. So if you have the Fable flipped on turn 5, you could drop him and then give the Kiki-Jiki haste and copy something. So I don't think you need all 3 because you don't need him immediately on turn 3. So I'd actually drop this down to 1 or 2. He's definitely strong, but maybe not needing all the copies, and bump up one of the Sunslayer because this card just does so much and can grant you draw power if you need it, which is kind of missing in some areas of the deck, although we have some draw power via the Bankbuster and just blood token cycles, but also just, serves as a great blocker against aggro. So I would do something like this. Anyway, that's the deck. Enjoy the gameplay. Let's dive right in. On the play, we'll definitely keep it. And we could try Harvester. We could try Epicure on 1. No Harvester on 2. We'll go for it here. We could still top deck the untapped land. Swamp, do nothing. No untapped land for us. Play out the Proving Ground. And might as well swing for 1 here. We're pretty happy with our hand. If anything, we could cycle away the Harvester. But let's see what they do first. Misery's Shadow. Okay. I mean, Harvester gives us an answer to that. We already have the Go for Throat. I think we keep what we got here. Backup Harvester's fine. Could Go for the Throat this thing. I think we save Go for the Throat for the Sheldred. So let's just play out a Harvester and see if they want to pump mana. No attacks. End here. Phyrexian Arena. Okay. Well, we're about to punish them for drawing cards. It's interesting. They think about offering us a trade. They decide not to. Okay, I think we are dropping Shelly this turn, though. I think we can attack with this Harvester now. We have the backup anyway. We have double removal for their own. We got a lot of removal in hand. Alright, they decide to take the trade here. Fine. Play out Sheldred, and we'll find out very soon if they have removal. Untap, they take the draw. Okay, that's 2 life there. Okay, so they top decked removal via the first draw, so lucky them. Then they get a second draw. They're down to 15. Bank Buster, okay. We can't really punish them for that, sadly. I think we'll bin this land. Do we need to hold Go for the Throat? I don't think we have to. Let's bin you. Epicure, we can double spell this turn. I think that's okay, as opposed to cycling it again. Pick him down a little bit. We have a lot of draw power. Down to 13. Okay, down to 12. Phyrexian Obliterator. Okay. Fair enough. We have removal, though. So we're ready to go for this thing. They can power up the Bank Buster, then we remove that as well, I guess. We can also just minus the Harvester right now and kill it. But I like attacking them down with the Phyrexia Arena on the battlefield. I think we keep our kill pressure. Destroy target non-artifact creature. Guess we can't kill the Bank Buster, though. Okay, they power you up. Maybe we pick you off with a Harvester? Just to get through? I think that makes sense. Can't pick off a non-artifact creature. So we pick off the Bank Buster now. Swing in. Do we cycle Sekenzin or not? I think we do. We could potentially hit another 1-drop. Go ahead and do it now. Nope, no 1-drop. Maybe we keep that land. We could still top deck Invoke Despair. Alright. Opponent drops down to 9. We just need to survive 9 more turns with 1 card in hand and 2 blood tokens. They hit their 5th land drop. Is it Invoke Despair time? It's another Obliterator. We have the answer yet again. Nope. That's not happening. Pick you off now. Okay. This is good. We can drop them even lower. Their clock is ticking. Alright, this is the time where every opponent ever top decks the Invoke Despair. So it's our time now. Not it. But I'm not going to complain too much. We'll play that out. And I guess we can take the draw now, though we don't need to if they have running Drums of Steel and Oil. I mean, there's a chance we hit a 1-drop. But they probably run 4 of these things. I don't know. I think we can wait. Okay, down to 7. They drop down to 6. Their clock is definitely ticking. They need a Sheldred to regain life. Okay, 6th land. Cruelty of Gix. Okay. Well, return a creature. Maybe they get the Obliterator back? Or they really don't want to hit the second phase, though. Yep, they start on phase 3. They want to skip 2 because losing 3 life is basically death for them. They get back the Obliterator. Okay. They really like this Obliterator plan. Move to our turn, though. We take the draw. Okay, opponent goes crazy on the timer. Obnixilis. Oh, do you help? I guess so. We can minus and then plus. Okay, fine. We'll keep you, I think. Land can be cycled away. We could take the draw first, though, I suppose. Let's see what we got here. Is there any reason to do this first? I don't think so. We don't have to block the Obliterator at all. We're just looking for damage to the face. Okay, start with the draw. We also have plenty of blood tokens to sack to the Obliterator. More land. Alright, so we can play that and cycle the other one this turn. Let's start here. No attacks, casualty. Okay. We'll try the Devil. That can deal 1 damage at some point. Okay. They might have Cut Down. They're acting like they have Cut Down. Maybe they point it at the 1/1 now.
Defy me, and you lose everything.
Okay, they bin Liliana. Alright, 2 combats. No attacks, obviously. Play out the land, I think, just so we can cycle the Proving Ground on their turn. All right, down to 5. Opponent has 5 turns. Go for the Throat U. That's an expensive removal spell for a 1-drop. I mean, we can block here, right? And what, sack a single land? Or something like that? I think that's okay. They probably have something else to block with, you know? Alright, 1 damage to the face. They drop to 4 now. Okay, we'll sack one of these haunts. We'll sack the Painland, I guess. Play out Liliana. Okay, that's fine.
Enough with the mysteries.
They plus. No reason to cycle then.
Drop it.
Okay, we each bin a land. They lose a Takanuma though, which is interesting. Conduit of Worlds. Very cute. Is that the play? We have time to kill, right? Then what do? We could play like Epicures every turn for ping him down 1 damage at a time. Oh, that's hilarious. That's probably the play, right? Okay, I'm in for it. I mean, we'll start with a plus, I guess.
Pleasure doing.
They drop off a card. I think this is it. I think this is the play. We can play back a land this turn too, I suppose. But we've already cast a spell this turn, so this doesn't matter, right? So we can't play it, yeah. Next turn, we'll do that next turn. I just wanted to prove that that's how it works. They drop to 3. We can play Epicures from the graveyard to ping them down even faster. Each player discards a card. Fine, we have nothing to discard. They've been a land. They don't need it. They don't attack, though. And they... What? They don't even attack down the Ob Nixilis? That seems pretty weird. We could just minus the Ob Nixilis here. That gets us there even faster. Okay. I think that's the play. We can start with a draw, I suppose. That's fine. I guess they're afraid of the Bankbuster attacking them down, but... Oh, that's so good, too. Alright, I guess we just go for Tyvar, though. I mean, it's basically the same thing, right? Just requires them to invest resources in it. Alright, mill. And we just take the Epicure here. I mean, technically we could pick off the Obliterator, which is kind of cute, too. So I guess we can do that. That's fine. I like the Epicure win, but this makes sense as well. So now you have haste, and we can -6 you. So Obliterator goes down. Play out another land. And now we really have them locked down.
Your punishment is my
Your punishment is my entertainment. Let me be clear about that. There are no two ways about it. They bin the land. Okay. All right. I guess we could cycle into a 1-drop still. Okay. Nope. All right. The game is effectively over, though. They dropped to 2. Okay. Minus sack a creature. Fine. They need Sheldred right now to do anything. It's another Obliterator. Doesn't do it. The Obliterator is not good enough. Okay. Last turn of the game. We'll plus the Ob Nixilis just so they can't do anything. If we really want... Pleasure doing business with you. Oh, that was so gross. Conduit of Worlds is kind of sweet. Oh, this deck is nasty, man. This deck is dirty. Oh, man. That's fun, though. On the play. Okay, not bad. We could just go 2-drop into Sheldred. Not sure if we need to drop Tyvar on 3. Start with a tap land here. Try to save a little bit of pain damage. Quantum Twitch. Kumano Mono Red. Okay. Another tap land. That's okay. Get the Scrap Cordier down. 1 point of damage here. See if they really want to Lightning Strike it. Maybe they get a 2-2 that comes in as a 3-3. But then we give them the Shelly treatment. Okay, it comes in as a 2-3. I think we actually don't block because we just play Sheldra this coming turn. So no blocks here, down to 16. They play out the Epic here. Okay, 15 Conduit of Worlds, that's cute. Here comes the Shelly treatment though. Alright, can you deal with Sheldred mono red? Mono flips. Reckless Impulse, that's good. That means that we don't have to worry about, you know, things they could play with a lot of mana. So it can only be play with fire. So you can block some things, but not everything. Yeah, that's the only attacker. So no blocks here. We'll keep the Sheldred, eat 3. Play with fire to the face, yep. One to the bottom, that's what I like to see. Down to 9, okay. Land, draw a card. Well, we're definitely going to mill. We'll keep the Scrap Gorger around. Can manual tap here for colorless. Can manual tap here for green. Okay, there's Tyvar. We'll take the minus and hope hope we get something juicy here. We get a Harvester. Wow, that's huge. Only 1 blood token. We could sack it and take out Kumano now. I think that's fine. Let's just whittle them down a bit. Okay, Kumano down. Tap land or Ridge. We actually have a lot of land in hand. I think we play out the Ridge. I guess if we want to play the Conduit at all, we need that next green, don't we? Okay, so tap land here. No attacks, hold back. We can trade off the Scrap Gorger. Or chump block with it. I think that's totally fine. When it drops to 16. 4th land by them. Take another Epicure, okay. Down to 9. Don't forget, we can draw off the blood token at some point and get a little more life off Sheldred. Phoenix Chick, unblockable flyer. Takes out Tyvar this turn. And another Swift Sphere. Okay. In the festivities. Alright, there you go. Attack with everyone. So 2 blockers. We'll go ahead and block you. And we'll go ahead and block you. And then we'll go ahead and, sure, we'll take a play with fire, I think. Cycle the blood token. Drop off the Pain Land. Gain a life off the Sheldred. Back up Tyvar, not bad. Down to 8. Another land for us. Draw a card. I think we Tyvar minus, pick off someone else. Could even be the Chick. Conduit of Worlds a little too slow. At some point could be fun. But I think we mill here. Get back the Harvester, pick off someone else. Kill the Chick while we can, although if we do that, actually, they attack with 3 or more creatures. We can just play it back anyway. Maybe we take out the Swift Spear instead. Just to reduce the options to kill Sheldred. Okay, we'll play another land here. We can also cycle now with you. Can we draw into a 1-drop? We could. It would be a red 1-drop. Sure, we'll drop this off now. It's not a 1-drop, but it's not bad in general. No attacks. You can pick off Tyvar, but I think we're slowly whittling our way back into this game. Down to 14. Cycle the first blood token, discard a land, draw up 3 mana left. They go down to 12 off the Sheldred. We're just biding our time till they drop to 0. Yep, attack down Tyvar. Makes sense.
What a grand fight!
More land for us. We go up in life, though. Is it time to drop Conduit of Worlds? It's pretty interesting. I mean, we could. We can't play any other spells this turn. Okay. I think we are going to go for Conduit this turn. Then we play back Tyvar every single turn. Make another Harvester. Use the blood tokens to keep drawing and gaining life. So we're taking a turn off here. I guess we take 1 pain land damage. Nothing we can do about that. We'll keep the Ridge in hand to cycle off. So at this point, we can play lands from the graveyard. So that's not bad at all. I've already cast a spell this turn. Okay, so we can just play the Harvester from the hand. Very sweet. All right. Okay. Blood token. We've already cast a spell this turn, so I don't think there's any point in using the Conduit of Worlds. Okay, no attack still, just holding back. End here. Okay, Mono Red's got their work cut out for them. We're extremely stable right now. Can they just burn us to the ground right now? It would take a lot. Mechanized Warfare is a good start for them. Attack for 2, okay. Down to 11. More land. Okay, I think it's Conduit time. I think we get back to Tyvar. Okay. Oh, we still have to cast it. Interesting. I kind of thought in my mind we got it for free, but we actually have to cast it. Then we minus. Bin some cards, bin a land, get back to the Harvester. Sack the Harvester, pick off the chick. See if we can get Tyvar to live this time. And sack the Harvester, pick off the Epicure. We've already Conduit of Worlds this turn. Can't cast additional spells, so we'll just take a land here. And we can cycle either the Blood Tokens or the Proving Ground. Okay, opponent drops to 8. Time is running out for them. We are up to 13. They cycle their own Blood Token. They draw, drop to 6. Okay. They attack Tyvar. We really don't care because we can just play it back with the Conduit of Worlds anyway. We'll see if we get an instant speed removal spell here, but no pressure to play it. Canker Bloom, okay. Up in life. Just leave it. We can just play it back next turn. Okay, Tyvar down.
Don't lose hope.
Good game, yeah. Lightning Strike face, sure. My move. Yeah. Whew. Tyvar, Sheoldred, Conduit of Worlds lock. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Opponent goes first. We are on the tap land life. I think we'll still try it here. Any untapped land really makes this a fantastic draw. Okay, Jund for Jund. Hello. Time to grind. Tap land for the opponent as well. Okay. I will mirror them. Hello. Okay. Slow turns for both of us. At least they don't have an explosive start. Third tap land. All right, we're the first to strike. They play out a Scrap Gorger of their own. Underdog in hand. Gunslayer is interesting. Fable is always very good. We can discard into more land. It's probably the correct play here. Try to get mana, try to hit land. It's not bad. Okay, they hit their 4th land on time. Infernal Grasp you immediately. They don't want to give us the treasure. Play out another Scrap Gorger. Okay, not scary yet. Alright, I think we bin the Epicure. If we hit land this turn, we could go Gunslayer plus someone else. Or we could just drop Sheoldred. They already burned 1 Infernal Grasp. Okay, let's bin you 2 for now. I think I'm down to drop Sheoldred this turn. Okay, we hit the land, untapped land as well. And yeah, let's try the first Sheoldred here. They've already burned 1 Infernal Grasp. Let's see if they have another ready for us or not. They can take the underdog with the Scrap Gorger, which is maybe unfortunate. Maybe could have binned our own Scrap Gorger instead. I forgot about that. That's going to make Tyvar a little bit difficult to pull off, I think. Alright. They draw first. They didn't have removal in hand immediately, so they have to have top decked it here. They hit their 5th land drop. Invoke Despair us, though. Okay, let's see if we can top deck our own Invoke Despair. Do we hit the land? We do not. Sunslayer is not bad. Fable is, of course, still very good. I think we just keep going for Fables here. Try to get mana, try to hit that 5th land drop, get our own Invoke Despair chaining. And if they chain into the next Invoke Despair, we'll be sad. But still, the game won't be over, shockingly. Okay, Scrap Gorge again. Pick off Sheldred, I suppose. Okay. And Scrap Gorge the other one. Pick off our Epicure. Pick off Fable. Alright, we still have Epicure down there. And let's see, they have a lot of mana this turn. 7. Okay. That's fine. We can still hit our 5th land drop into Invoke Despair if we want. They play their own Fable. I think that is what we'll do then. We hit a tap land. I think we dropped the Gorge, or we could drop the tap land. It's a little greedy, but I think it's okay. I don't want to lose anyone else to the Scrap Gorgers right now. So we'll do it like this. We don't hit the untap land. We do hit another Sheldred, though. But they get to draw a discard to look for removal for it, or the next Invoke Despair. Okay. Here comes the next Sheldred. Okay, make the mana, cycle the blood token, maybe? Let's see. Yep, they do cycle the blood token. They now get 3 looks for removal, 1 there. Then they draw, then they get 2 more off the Fable, so 4 looks total for removal. There's a draw. So they didn't have it in hand. Down to 14. How much do they draw discard? Bin 1. Means they like the other 2 cards, so presumably they have the next Enter to Sheldred, maybe the next Invoke Despair. Yep. Why not? Oh, they get to be on the play. We didn't hit that 5th land drop. Maybe we were too greedy to bin our fast land. Okay, they attack with a Scrap Gorger too. Is that what just happened? Okay, more treasure for them. Not like they have a problem with mana. Swing for 8, I think. We hit the untap land. We can Invoke Despair and still take 6 this coming turn. Almost dead. Could also go Glissa. Glissa Harvester's not bad. Okay. I guess we want to trade off the Harvester because then we get it back with Tyvar anyway. So that's our play. That's our entire turn. Opponent has run 2 Invoke Despairs on us. Time is running out for us. Hit that 6th land. There's our own Sheldred. That's also going to hit us hard. We have to go for the throat, though. And they have their own Glissa Sunslayer. Okay. Okay, but do we hold them off for 1 turn? So we go for the throat the Sheldred now. That part I'm sure about. And I think we sack the Harvester, kill someone, Tyvar get it back, kill someone else. Okay, Shelly down. Now we draw. Harvester pick off the Kiki Jiki. Harvester pick off the Sunslayer, I think. Okay. Now we try Tyvar. Take the minus. Now's their chance to use a Scrap Gorger to take something, I think. We get the Harvester back. I think we take Glissa here. Okay. Alright, I think we hold the land to discard to the blood token. So we're down to 8. And we see what they draw. Yep, Scrap Gorge, take the Harvester, so we can't run back that trick necessarily next turn. They top deck removal, they win. Harvester does not have haste. We live so far. Fable does not have haste. We live so far. Do they jam in for 5 is the question. They do. Okay. Take our first strike, Death Touch. Take 5. Drop to 3. Harvester picks off a lot of stuff. Technically, we drop to 1 and survive, I guess. We can also take some cycles. Okay. Pick off the Scrap Gorger. Good game.
Take my hand.
Cycle the Springs. More land is not it. We could still hit a 1-drop here. We drop the Despair now. In case we need a 2-drop. It's another land. We could still hit a 1-drop. Okay. It's another Tyvar. I mean, yeah, now it's a good game. They're saying, oops, we could still hit a 1-drop. Then we went block. Oh, he's being an asshole. Oh, don't be an asshole. All right. Well, we lost that one. On the draw. Very tough. They double invoked, spared us. Almost gotten there. I think there were definitely some draws in the last couple turns that could have gotten us there, but it's okay. Salt level is coming down. All right, thank you for staying all the way to the end. If you enjoyed today's video, please consider dropping a like, a subscribe, and a comment. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.